Hey, what's good, everybody? This is your boy Matt. Today, I wanted to kind of play around and do my first video post on YouTube. This is where I will be hosting my show, Coombs and Sports, where I will basically talk football let me take that back. A few times a week, but they'll be based on different topics. You know, like one day will be specifically for fantasy football. One day will be for just, complete analysts, And throughout the week, I'll do some other things. It kind of just depends on how the show picks up and what, what kind of content everybody wants to see from me, stuff like that. But, I'll do weekly picks, so you can get your bets in for stuff like that. I like to, I can talk football all day long. And I mean, all day long. It's so much. I talk to my wife so much that she said, you need a YouTube video. You need a YouTube channel, actually. That's how much football I talk. And it's not that I need a video. This ain't no once in a current thing. No. This is me every day, all day, when football's going on, when football is off. The worst day of the year to me, believe it or not, is the Super Bowl. I hate the Super Bowl because that just tells me that football is over for at least 6 months, I can't wait till March 13th, free agency frenzy, so I can see who's going where, who's getting picked up, who's not, who had that fifth option picked up, who got franchise tag, stuff like that, clowning, you thought you was getting paid and you wasn't. Hey, I want to tell you. I mean, I know what to say about those ones, but we'll save that for when the time comes. But I really hope to plan to have a lot of good fun with this channel. It's not necessarily going to be. It'll be very heavily loaded through the season, and then as the season ends, it'll be more. That's when we'll kind of scale back because it'll just only pertain to what's going on. Like right now we got the draft going on, so for the next few weeks, I'll kind of just come on here and kind of do more so backgrounds of organizations and also throw in some draft stuff that's going to be coming up here. I will hopefully like to record all 3 days of the draft. I think I have travel plans that week, but we'll see how that works out. If anything, hopefully the first 2 days I can do. And then, from there, we'll go into training camp when training camp starts. I'm a big believer in preseason, so I'm gonna be all over with these channels with preseason. It's gonna be nuts because preseason is throughout the week. It's not just on Sundays, so you're gonna see my face a lot during preseason. And let's see. Even though I love fantasy football, so I don't just do one league. I have a lot of leagues that I do. I do have one main league that's specifically for my friends and family. So that's the one that I will showcase more on here. I'll mostly showcase my winnings from the other ones, but when I'm doing my weekly who you should pick up, and that's mainly, it's not that it pertains to that league, but I'm gonna use that league as as a big part of my show. So if you're in that league, understand you might get called out. Now, I actually will not participate in competition in this league. I am the commissioner, so for this year, I'm actually letting my son take my spot. He's 10 years old. He's ready. So I'm gonna let him take my spot, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be full commissioner, but I can use my what is it called? Use my league. So while I'm doing my fantasy picks and stuff like that. Let's see. So why did I pick today to start? I mean, this shit should have been started, I don't know, some years now. I don't know. I'm not gonna say I procrastinated, but things have its time. You know what I mean? And when I saw Leonard Fournette get arrested today for a speeding ticket, while knowing he had a suspended license, I said, well, you know what? Today is a wonderful day for this. Just go ahead and start this show. It's a wonderful day. I will have to be honest. And I don't really know how YouTube is about language. My language depends on my passion. I'm gonna say it like that. I do try, just because kids may be watching my videos when this, if this becomes a big thing. But I also believe what comes out your mouth comes out your mouth. You can't lie about what's real. So I want to say now, excuse my French when it comes to certain parts of football, and I just kind of. It may seem like I'm in attack mode, but I'm just very passionate. Very passionate. Whether it's angry or excitement, I'm very, very, very passionate about this beautiful sport. Beautiful sport. My favorite position on the field, I don't have one because I love every position. Like, whether you're an offensive lineman, you're a damn kicker, I don't give a damn what position you play on the field. If you're on a football field, you got pads on, let's get to work. I love this game. I love this sport. It's the best man versus man. Your eyes against mine. Who gonna hit that person hard? I love everything about that sport. Every single thing about it. So Leonard Fournette. Saw on the reports today that Leonard Fournette was arrested for speeding and he was known to have, it's like he knew he had a suspended license. Now, I'm trying to figure out where I want to go with this. You know what I mean? But okay, let's start this way. If I'm the Jacksonville Jaguars, I'm looking at some things from last year. I'm not even looking at this year. What you did this year is just cherry. How piled up that cherry sits on, that's what we need to figure out. You know what I mean? So you were out the first, I don't know, what was it, 10 games last year? Out because you were hurt. You didn't want to play. You were hurt. I get that. Let that slide. They went and got picked up Carlos Hyde. They knew then when they picked up Carlos Hyde, they had no idea how long he was going to take. And with a specimen like you in the sport of football, you're young, you ain't on a contract. Let's let him heal. I mean, they did it with Dalvin Cook. They want to release him until he was ready. I understand that. And they did a great job holding him back, from his, I'm sure he wanted to play with that injury. I think they tried him once. Game flow just wasn't there. They took him out. He ain't come back for another couple weeks. They wanted to make sure, you got to make sure your guy is right. If that's your guy, man, you got to make sure he's right. But if he can play, it's a catch-22. If he can play, you got to see if he can play. But we all knew Leonard Fournette didn't play. When it comes to the league, when it comes to the NFL, you as a player was supposed to be a lot of the reasons for the Jacksonville Jaguars' success. You were not a part of that success, therefore their success was just non-existent. They were going to put their hands in Blake Bortles. You see what happened with that bull. So Leonard Fournette was supposed to be the guy. He didn't play for 10 games. Okay, well, let's try again next year. We can do what we can when he comes back, but let's fight for next year. But Leonard Fournette, when you came back, you had, a game or two good, and then you got suspended? Because you decided to become a UFC fighter on the goddamn football field. So, now you're suspended for another 3 games. Like some shit like 3 or 4 games. Like, I think you came back for the last game. Even I said, look, this last game, you show your ass. You didn't show shit but a failed experiment. That's what you showed. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. I couldn't, to be honest with you, the fact that they signed Nick Foles, there's so many other running backs I can go find out there on the football field than use you. He's not under, he's still on his rookie contract, so it's like you're not gonna let Leonard Fournette go. What you need to do, you need to trade his ass. You need to put the football in it. He's gonna get suspended if he ain't in trouble and suspended indefinitely from the situation. I don't know how, not sure how the NFL gonna handle the situation. But if I'm the Jaguars, I don't need your name in the news. You barely played last year. Okay, you did something stupid last year when you finally got to play. And then your off season, the season of, let's see what football player gonna fuck up. You fuck up. You get suspended. Or I mean, you get arrested with a suspended license. So me personally, the Jags from the Jaguars, you getting rid of Blake Bortles. There's a lot of. I don't know, it's not that many, really. There's some attitudes on there, but I mean, with a winning season, you can kind of they'll be all right. I know Jalen Ramsey run his mouth a lot, and right now is the perfect time for him to keep his mouth shut and play football. So, but Leonard Fournette, he's the one that's got to get traded. He's putting the Jaguars in the news in a way they don't need to be in the news. Outside of that, I do want to touch a little bit on this. A lot of y'all, when this video is posted, tell you when this channel gets the videos, I hope I can post. I'm telling you, I hope to have a lot of you people come on here and just fire off on me for what I say, for certain things that I say. For instance, this Antonio Brown and Juju Smith-Schuster beef. See, you guys are catching it in the media now. You know what I mean? You guys are catching this shit now. And what you guys are seeing now is you believe there's a legitimate beef somewhere. Ain't no beef. Let me retract that. There is beef. There's a one-sided beef. One-sided. And it ain't Juju. Let me explain to you what Juju Smith-Schuster did to warrant this beef against Antonio Brown. Juju Smith-Schuster came in the league as a rookie and shocked the world. When you saw this specimen running up and down, let me tell you something. My first eye glance on Juju, I said, hey, look at here. Hey, this boy out here can catch football. Look, it's not about catching the football. You know what I'm saying? He's the perfect height. He has the perfect speed. He has the perfect hands. Like, if he's only been in the league 2 years. That's the part that I love the most about him. He's only been here 2 years, and he makes waves in games. He's made waves these 2 years in the season. You got Bill Belichick complimenting the way you run your routes. I mean, don't talk. He doesn't do that unless it's warranted. You know what I'm saying? And Juju, you were warranted, boy. I mean, you came in the league. This is your second season in the league. I know everybody ripping you over that fumble, right? They ripping you over the fumble. Hey, guess what? Great ones make a name for themselves by the mistakes that they can fix. You can fix this mistake. You know what I'm saying? You had 114 receptions. You had over 1,400 yards receiving. Antonio had 12. Antonio had 104. Now, I'm not going to call Antonio a diva. He's not a diva. The man is a bad man. He is an unguardable receiver. I mean, anywhere you put the ball, he's going to catch the ball. However, he does like the ball on certain sides of the field. They don't want to get hit across the middle. A lot of people don't want to get hit across the middle, especially when you're 5'11", you about $180, $190, maybe 210. You got Juju out here, 6'5", 6'6", or is he 6'3"? He tall. 230, 40 pounds. Running up the middle. He's going to get the ball more, man. He's going to get the ball more. And this beef started when Juju came into the league. And Antonio Brown knew the Steelers weren't going to give him shit that he wanted because they had Juju. Not in the sense that was wrong for Antonio wanting anything more than what he was already getting. The Steelers do one thing one way. You can leave all you want. They know how to produce wide receivers. Where did Antonio Brown come from? You see what I'm saying? Santonio Holmes was right before that shit. They keep running backs. They keep receivers. This is what they do. So, when Juju emerged last year as a rookie, it was like, okay, you're a rookie. When he came out this year already shocking from game one, from game 2, from game 3. Oh, here come the little turmoil from Antonio out of nowhere. Now he hiding his shit. Somebody say something to him about the fact that Juju's better. And here come Antonio. Why don't you trade me then and see? Like, wow. What was the statement? That Antonio Brown was only good because of Ben Roethlisberger. So Antonio's rebuttal was, why don't you trade me then and find out? I really wish that shit would have happened. I really wish that shit would have happened just so we could really see. But it didn't. Now he's traded. Now he's with the Raiders. I'm not gonna lie to you. I like it. I mean, when was it? I want to say when the season ended. Was my daughter born? Yeah, this was back in December. I want to say December or January. Ran into the bedroom, woke my wife up, gave her a soliloquy. I ain't gonna give y'all the whole soliloquy. But at that time, because something was just off in the NFL. I knew what it was. Just something wasn't right, and I felt the burn in me. And I said, damn it, the Raiders got 5 first-round draft picks. Antonio Brown going to the Raiders. Now, Antonio Brown went to the Raiders like I predicted that was going to happen. I'm just still baffled how they got rid of him without grabbing one of them number 1 picks. I have no idea how that happened. Kudos to the Raiders for keeping off 5 of their draft picks. I don't understand. And like I did believe Bell should have ended up with the Raiders. I don't see anything big coming out of New Jersey, coming out the Jets, but I don't know. It would have been a better fit going to the Raiders, I believe. They need a running back. They could have paid him. I don't know if they made up try to lowball him. And the back said the best deal on the table was the Jets. I don't know how that worked out, but this beef is solely because Juju Smith-Schuster is better than Antonio Brown. I'm sorry. And if Antonio want to hold on to the fact that Juju dropped the ball and fumbled away the whole season, that's fine. That's absolutely fine. However, Antonio, outside of the playoffs, where you been? I mean, Juju was in the playoffs with you last year. I mean, with Bell and you, y'all have been to the playoffs, seemingly unable to get over that Patriots hump.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site.
So, I mean, was his drop ball fumbled season any worse than your got to be quicker than that season endings? I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, you had the stoutest guys in the league, and you still couldn't get the job done. So, let's hold off on blaming Juju for an entire season, when you could have played that same last game, whatever was going on with you and Ben. And trust me when I tell you, I know Ben ain't 100% about this. He has a lot to do with this. But Juju had nothing to do with this. See, you taking this shit out on the wrong guy. Juju can't play football. So what? You got paid from the Raiders. So now you can sit here and say, don't listen to these young guys. They don't know what they're talking about because they ain't got paid yet, because Juju sat here and said, I'm with my guy, Ben. What the fuck else is he supposed to say? I'm with my guy, Antonio. Fuck the Steelers. I'm going into my 3rd year in the NFL. This guy got to get the ball to me. But you don't want me to ride with my guy? That's real. That's, whew. Look, bro, you got paid. You got paid, Antonio. What you should do, stay with your guy and make sure the Raiders are in the playoffs this season. See, because that's at least where you go. Now, in saying that, I do believe the Raiders are going to mess around and probably win the Super Bowl this year. Depending on how stacked they make their team this year. But outside of that, I mean, the road goes through New England, but there's a lot of teams that can make some big upsets this year. So that's what I can't really talk. I'm not gonna get too much into that till after the draft. After the draft, I'll start touching on wins and losses and who my playoff prediction. I can do that early. I don't give a damn. I do it early. Yeah. You see what happened to me 6 times. Now, let's see what else has happened. I'm gonna miss the Honey Badger. I'm gonna miss him out of Houston, but I believe he should have a successful career over there in Kansas City. I'm ready to. I'm excited to see what he's gonna bring to the table over there. I'm excited to see some more Patrick Mahomes. I really am. Let me see the teams I root for. I mean, I watch all 32, but the teams I root for are the Texans, the Patriots, the Bears, and the Seattle Seahawks. I have a connection with each of those teams. Patriots because I've been a Brady fan since he was Michigan, and I've been a Michigan Wolverine fan since I can lay eyes on football, I believe. Texans is because I was in Houston when the Houston Texans came back, when the Oilers basically became the Texans, and the Texans came back to football, and we had David Carr, who I believe at the time was a great quarterback. He was given a bunch of second-tier fucking players. I mean, God, that's a whole nother spill I'll get into some other time. But I'm a Seattle Seahawks fan because I was stationed in Germany when I was in the military for a while. And for some reason, those were the only games. It was the Cowboys and the Seahawks were the only games we could really get. And I think because the Seahawks, because the West Coast side and all that, whatever it was, because it was like midnight, or on Sunday, maybe it was like 4 in the afternoon when games came on or something. It was weird. I can't really remember. But Seahawks, I love Sean Alexander. That was my guy. And I'm going to explain something to y'all that I can finally say to the entire world. Tom Brady should only have 5 rings. Because the ball should have gone to Marshawn Lynch. I'm a Patriots fan. They should only have 5 rings. Okay? In saying that, Ben Roethlisberger should only have 1 damn ring. His head crossed the plane, not the damn ball. Seattle Seahawks should have won that damn Super Bowl. God, were they robbed? I will die with that in my system. The Seattle Seahawks were robbed that year. They were robbed. Ben shouldn't have 2. He got it. Good luck. You ain't getting another one. You should only have 1. But, that's just one of those. That's one of the things I'll never let go. I don't give a damn what anybody say. I ain't letting that one go. That ball didn't cross no damn plane. Hell no. But let's see. And then Bears, because that's my hometown. I am born out of Waukegan. Chicago is my home. The Bears are my home team. I'm very excited. Oh, my God, when they drafted Trubisky. It's so funny because nobody believed in this kid. Nobody. None of you Chicago fans believed in him. Some of y'all had to really talk to y'all like, man, just wait. That first year he came in, they lost a lot of games, right? I said that they were only going to win 6. It's about how you win 6 and how you finish the losses. If you looked at every game, Trubisky's rookie year, every loss came down to the fact that, the Bears had the ball last, and if they score, they win. Meaning, they're only being beat by like 3 points, 5 points. You see what I'm saying? Nothing like they have to score a touchdown and get a field goal. No, I understand they didn't win the game-winning drive. I understand that. But you have to understand as a team and as a rookie quarterback, they were only losing those games that they lost by like 3 to 5 points. Good luck. And then he comes out in his second year. They go 11-5 and go to the playoffs? Come on, y'all. I gave him a 10-6 season. I gave him 10. They go 11-5 or 12-4. I know they went better than 10-6. I do know that. And this is his second year at the quarterback. And Second-year quarterback, there's a lot of unorthodox throws. He still isn't that pocket-present quarterback. Damn, Bears worried about putting W's on the board. They're worried about getting in the end zone and going home, stopping people from getting in the end zone. Matt Nagy. Defensive Coach of the Year. I called it the game when they beat the Rams. I got on Facebook and said he should have been Coach of the Year. He should be Coach of the Year. That was a beautiful, well-defensed game. Nothing tucking away from the Rams. I damn sure can't take nothing away from my man, Jared Goff. But, homeboy, you met a real defense, and they put a fist in your mouth. Oh, God. Oh, that game was brutal. Oh, you gotta give it up. I mean, the score was ugly. That's football, baby. Football ain't here for. Y'all gotta get this stuff out your head about football supposed to be 50 points here, 40 points. No, stop that crap. Yeah, the rules have been created now to allow more points to go on the football field. You know what I'm saying? But just like that Patriots game ended in the Super Bowl 13-3, understand that is true football. That ain't boring football. That ain't the worst boring game you people have ever seen in your lives. First of all, a lot of people rip Jared Goff for his poor play. The man met a defense that understood after his 15 seconds, changed up the defense. Now remember, he gets the play call from the coach the first 15 seconds. What a defense like the Bears realized is Jared Goff has issues adjusting after those 15 seconds. The Bears met that match against him. Patriots mimicked the same thing. Cowboys mimicked it a bit. To me, though, Cowboys were focused more on Todd Gurley going off rather than focusing on the running game of the Rams. And that's how the Cowboys lost to the Rams. They really shouldn't have. Cowboys really should have won that game. But if you looked at the Patriots game, or the Patriots side of the ball in the Super Bowl, they were down the field on every drive. They just didn't score. It happens, guys. It happens. Hell, the kicker missed the field goal. It should have been, 16-3. Or if you take away the pick Tom Brady threw, that's a touchdown. You know what I mean? I don't even think the Patriots punted but once or twice, if that, in the game. And I don't even really know if the Rams punted that much. Oh, no, I take that back. Let me stop. I'm going to stop lying. I forgot. Goddamn punter should have been the MVP of this Super Bowl. I still wasn't born. Let me take that statement back. There was a lot of punting. But what I'm saying is, there were drives that got down the field and got stopped defensively. I mean, you can't put the game solely on the offense. You know, the defense on both sides of the field, they have jobs too. They have to stop the plays. And I just, look, yes, I'm a Patriots fan. I'm happy they got that 6. The game wasn't boring to me. It was intense. The game wasn't boring to me. It may have been boring in the sense if you just knew the Patriots were going to win and you just wanted some type of flash to maybe dent that hope. Maybe. I'll give you that. Maybe that's why I was boring. Because from the first drive of the Rams, you pretty much knew where the game was going. But that doesn't make the game boring. I mean, look, the Rams could have turned it around any time they wanted. They picked off Brady. They forced Brady to fumble the football. Come on, guys. Defenses did their jobs. Offenses, yes. Offenses struggled against 2 good defenses. Jared Goff threw 2 beautiful passes in the end zone. To Cook, a great receiver. Patriots knew how to play him. You stay on his ass. When his weak hands reach for that football, slap the shit down. Everybody knew that. Everybody else in the regular season, you can't catch Jared Cook. He gone. Or Brandon Cooks, he gone. Patriots knew how to play him because he was on their team. They knew what to do against him defensively. It happens, guys. It happens. It wasn't a boring game. It was a great game. I truly believe that. There was nothing at all boring about that Super Bowl. It was football. 13-3, that is the pinnacle of football. Somebody showed up, the other one didn't. Try again next year. I mean, we'll see what happens this year, actually, right? You know what I'm saying? But, so you've got to hear me talk a little bit about football. You've got to see me do a couple of rants. So that's going to be a lot. You're going to see that a lot. Especially if anybody bring up. Never mind. You'll see it when it comes up. So I hope you guys did like this first video. Like I said, this is just a quick introduction of me, you know, and what I plan on presenting to the show via analytical or ranting wise, or just the passion of my sport in general. You'll hear me talk a little bit about Little League football. I do coach Little League football, so you know you'll have my intake on stuff like that. And again, like I said, we got the fantasy thing going. I am going to focus a lot of my efforts on DraftKings. Me and my son played DraftKings a lot last year, so I'm going to try to play a little bit more big ball this year. But other than that, I do hope you all enjoy the show. This is the first of hopefully many posted videos. Please subscribe to my channel, and I will see you all next week, because I will do a video next week before draft week, because I want to touch on some league stuff before we go into the draft. So yeah, stay tuned to next week, and I'll probably give a heads up on when that. I'll probably do a short video of when I'll actually do the video before the draft, and then come join me on the draft, guys. Come on, April 25th. Come join me. I haven't decided if I want. You know what? I might go live. If not, I'm going to do the video, and then I'll post the video afterwards. But I might go live. I'm thinking about doing a live video, because that way you guys can kind of get the full enactment of my excitement. Or, trust me, I'm going to find somebody that had a shitty draft. It happens every year that there's a team that just drafts bad. God, it's just bad. But we'll get into that. We'll get into that when the time comes. But I hope you guys enjoyed the show, and I will see you all soon. Have a good night.